In this lecture, we are going to be doing a gloss surface. Now the difference between gloss and shiny is that gloss tends to have some sort of object that isn't necessarily shiny or super smooth with a coat of clear coat or varnish on top of it that makes it really smooth and shiny. And so what you get is a hint of whatever's underneath the original surface of the ball showing through that varnish. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to use what we had for our shiny one, this layer right here. I got rid of the highlight because I'm not going to use that, but we still have this base part where we did the just sort of like the basic shading of the ball and this layer, but we're going to in between make a new layer, and this layer we are going to set to color, and this is going to be the color of our ball. For this, I think I want to go with a red color, so we're going to go about right in there. Maybe about like that. And we can just use our bucket tool, fill it in. There we go. You have a nice red ball. Next, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and turn that layer back on. And you can see that it's sort of already starting to come through a little bit. And I'm going to take my eraser tool. I'm going to use a soft brush here. And I'm going to blow it up a little bit. And in the middle of this ball where it's facing us, we're going to be able to see the ball very clearly. And in the edges, that's where this sort of reflective surface is going to be very strong and prominent. So, especially on the top half, because it's far away from the reflective surface it's reflecting. On the bottom half, it's a lot closer, so it's going to show through a lot more. And just so I can see clear, I'm going to turn the layer all the way up first so we can do this here. Turn my eraser opacity up. There we go. So the edges should be pretty much full strength. They're radiating out from the middle. All right, fantastic. That looks great. Next, I'm going to make a new layer here. And this layer, we want to have sort of the hint of the reflective, the sort of highlight coming in underneath that gloss. So I'm going to find a brush here that has a little bit of, just a tiny bit of texture to it. Maybe like one of these Photoshop brushes with the little splatter in it. Let's try it. I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll find out here. And I'm going to bring it a little bit pink as well. Maybe not that pink. Need it to be brighter. Yeah, let me color pick this again. Yeah, I just don't think this is the brush we're looking for. We need something with a more circular splatter spray. I think about that is good. Then we can do one more pass with a little bit lighter color right in the middle there. All right. Next, I'm going to go ahead and make a new layer that's on top of all of our other layers. This is going to be our final highlight. I'm going to go almost white. There's just a little bit of pink in there. And I'm going to go back to just a regular brush like I was using before. We're going to do hard round here. Put my hardness down. I'm going to pop that highlight in. I'm going to go a little wider there. Put that highlight in right there in the middle. And then just to get a little bit of that glow around that highlight, I'm also going to get my soft brush. Sort of fade that out there. All right. Oh, and then smooth that layer on top. There we go. That was our little sparkle layer there. That one. And there you go. That is how you paint something that's gloss. You have your object underneath, so we can go through and turn these off. We turn off our highlight, the reflections, that sort of sparkle, the color, and you just start with that. You start with your basic ball shape, just shaded like normal as if it was a matte object. Then you can throw your color on top. Then that little sort of reflective, sparkly highlight. Your reflections, which once again, the farther it turns away from the viewer, the more intense it will get, and the closer it is, the more it's going to fade away. You can see the color underneath, and that highlight right on top. And there you go. That is it for this lecture. I will see you guys in the next one.